Hello, Blessing Nagara is my name. Let's talk about fashion assistant as a system, and I'm from Makerere University. Let's begin with the introduction about my project. The introduction is basically about my project, and fashion assistant is my project. It's about recommending fashion items, literally, but mostly clothes and the problem being addressed right here is lack of fashion etiquette, lack of fashion recommendation generally. And it's basically about helping people make choices of appropriate clothes for different social gatherings. And it puts in consideration the tastes and preferences, the social gathering you're actually going to, the trend, the decency, the gender, the price, the color. Generally, it it helps a person individually by determining what they like, what they are, what they can afford. That is the price, the matching outfits that they know, their tastes and preferences, and of course finding matching outfits according to their tastes and preferences. So the background and motivation. What motivated me to come up with this project is the urge to provide right recommendations, fashion ones, especially to help people keep up with trends and, of course, the tastes and preferences. And this would benefit them to be confident, first of all, and to be uh, confident and comfortable physically and emotionally and everything. And the motivation was the pandemic. Pandemic needed people to resort to online buying, and online buying was really hard without. So I had to think of a recommendation system to help people recommend clothes for people as they're doing online buying. And this was a motivation to prepare for this pandemic, and it really helps people literature and review. This is like the existing work, and it included use of both supervising and unsupervised learning methods, which helped me to actually come to a conclusion of these existing, that helped me come to these existing works. And the existing works include, and if I go to the existing works, I have examples of supervised learning, which is classification and regression, and unsupervised learning, which is association and clustering. These were briefly detailed in my term paper, and the existing works, or more like the literature review of the existing works. One is when you choose a particular system, when you choose a particular item, my system will be able to find out the matching clothes, that all the fashion items that match with the particular item that you choose. For example, if you choose a shirt, to find for you a watch that goes with it, to find for you a trouser that goes with it. And secondly, user putting all their clothes, all their fashion items, in putting them into the system, and the system will be able to organize them accordingly and find matching outfits, organize them so that on a daily, one has a set of fashion recommendation outfit to wear. Methodology that I used was the expert systems methodology, and this involves use of systems with ability to capture expert knowledge, reasoning, and facts by mimicking to help in decision making. So this is what the system does. The system gets data from the different fashion brands, and after getting this data, it can be able to match clothes from that particular fashion brand. So in case a user wants a particular fashion brand, like the user tells the system, I want this particular fashion brand for this event and for this day at this time, my system will be able to recommend perfectly. Partial dependence plot is a machine learning interpretation technique which shows the effect that one motivators have on the predicted outcome of the model, and find a way to add more features. For example, if it's a name and a brand, what effect do they have on the outcome? And if it's not a good effect, it will be able to add more features to make sure that the outcome that the model predicts will be good and efficient. Results and discussion. Results is basically my findings from the research I made. What did I find? And the discussion is more about how do I explain it to people. And I combined all this, and my results and discussion include, first of all, the findings from my research was how to reduce spending, that is on buying, without actually using the system. If you do buying without using the system, you may buy irrelevant clothes, and that will actually lead into spending a lot. So I had to do research on that. And as we did research on how to use technology and artificial intelligence to implement fashion, how to determine features necessary for use in this project, and how to determine the changing in fashion trends, not forgetting the different attire for men and women. The system cannot mistake a woman's clothes for a man's clothes. And also, other thing I researched about was enabling the model capture tastes and preferences through keeping information. That is key because most people put their tastes and preferences first before anything else. And conclusion and feature works. My conclusion is that fashion evolves, so there is need to change, and memory will be able to adjust accordingly, which I ensure what it does by using the above methodologies. And the feature works is my system cannot recommend clothes according to skin color that was not included, but it is in the feature works that will be adding or add a feature whereby the system will be able to know your skin color and recommend clothes according to your skin color. Finally, I included a link to my data set and a link to my Python source code. And thank you for listening. Blessing Naga, it's my name.